Hello, dear students. My name is Minitska Mikhailna, and today we start our lecture about philosophy of freedom. Last lecture we talked about ethics and values, and freedom is one of values. And we start our lecture today. Our plan, the concept of freedom, philosophical point of view on freedom, freedom for philosopher, personal freedom, political freedom, spiritual freedom. First question, the concept of freedom. Freedom is the ability of a person to act in accordance with his interest and goal, to expand his conscious choice and create conditions for self-realization. Philosophical points of view freedom. Freedom as opportunity to do what you want. And freedom as consists of necessity. Problem of freedom in philosophy. Freedom, relative freedom in eternal conditions. Human is limited by natural conditions and social norm. You may do only that your society talk to you. You may do this, or if society sends ask you, you don't do it. You doesn't do it. Absolute freedom in inner life, free choice of goal and means of achievement, freedom in chosen ways of self-development. The essence of freedom, libertarism. Consider will as the highest principle of being or other of person's spiritual life. Fatalism. It's next. Reflects free will, considering the entire course of a person's life, each of his actions as the realization of an inventable fate, weird, as predetermined of some supernatural force, excluding freedom of choice and randomized. The position of fatalism found its most expensive. And in the Latin proverb, fate directs the one who accepted, and drugs the one who resists. In this slide, you saw philosophy of freedom. The first who we talked about is the Augustine of Hippo, or Saint Augustine. He connected freedom with divine predestination. All humans, all life humans, his action are predestinated, and freedom as such doesn't exist. It's mean this philosopher think about freedom. It's not it's not for you, because only God is freedom. Next is Baruch Spinoza. He said about freedom is cognizant necessity. First of all, freedom for the selfish depends of person from external, but not from them in general, from their immediately, from private and accidental. Next, we talked about Immanuel Kant and George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Freedom, Kant says about freedom is unconditional. self-determination, that's complete independence from everything that comes before. Hegel says, freedom is this substance of the spirit that's independent from in the other relationship to oneself. Next, we saw Georg Hegel about freedom. He said about consider the history of society as progress in the realization of freedom. Georg Hegel is a German philosopher. He said about in ancient Eastern peoples, only one person was free. In Greek and Romans, a group of people is free. In modern German, peoples all the free. Next is philosopher Karl Marx. He says about freedom is not absolute, and it's imposed in the form of all opportunity by choosing a specific goal and plan of action. Next, we talked about Rudolf Steiner. He said about freedom is ability to think independently, that is, to discover the connect of the world in truth and understand. In truth, I only contemplate the development of the universe, but also take an active part in it. And in this slide, we stopped our lection and we continue our lection next time. Thank you very much and goodbye.